morning, welcome to my channel.
Pack your bags, I got a one-way ticket to explore the world tonight. I want you back, so come with me.
This is exciting. I have to do this intro in the car because it's early, 7:30. Heading up to the North Shore. We got a bit of a drive, but I think it's gonna be worth it. Anyways, let me introduce myself. My name's Abigail. I just celebrated 2 years sober, and I have wanted to make kind of like a sober vlog diary for a long time, but I just never really felt like I was actually in like the place to do that and to offer that to people. And I also have been scared of the stigma that's around it. I think it should be celebrated as such a beautiful thing because it is. Like, I had a problem and I took all of the action to right my wrongs, to take full responsibility of who I am today. I just really want to start this because when I first got sober, I remember like Googling sober diaries and like sober vlogs and like what people did in their day-to-day lives when they were sober and how it was different. I originally was just going to take you along as I went to work and did some conservation work, but last night one of my friends who I wouldn't have met if I, wasn't sober, he was like, hey, I'm going skydiving, open invitation. I've always wanted to go skydiving, and then I was like, oh, like, I don't know, I'm supposed to work, but I was like, I just really want to live my life like, what if I died tomorrow? You know, would I have rather been like, I mean, my job's pretty cool actually, but anyways, I just decided to take the risk. I just want to do it. Like, I just want to live like such an epic life, and I feel like I have to make the choices that make my life epic. No one's gonna do it for me. So we're going skydiving on the North Shore in Hawaii. It's gonna be so lit. I am a responsible human. I do have a cool job, and I was like, I got offered to go skydiving tomorrow. I really want to do it. Can we make something work? And they were like, yeah, actually, if you make your hours up on Tuesday, it'd be way more helpful than working today. So it totally worked out. So we're gonna go skydiving, and then I also have a party at the beach to celebrate my 2 years in recovery. So I'm kind of excited. I just want to share my story. I just want to show people what it's like to be sober, because I was so scared that it was gonna be boring. But like, if I didn't get sober, like, I wouldn't be here in Hawaii. I wouldn't have the opportunity to go skydiving. I wouldn't have the job that I have. It's worth it. So if you're curious, stick around, just see what happens.
Aloha guys, Abigail, how's it going?
Good.
All right, you psyched for skydive?
Yeah.
Awesome. All right, remember out there, chin up, big smile, and have fun. All right, see you up there. Woo.
sorry to just like bust right in here, but I feel like I have to explain this because it's really hard to see in the footage. So I'm like kind of freaking out, you know, I'm feeling it, I'm nervous. That's a natural reaction when you're about to jump out of a plane for the first time. I'm really nervous. I'm like trying to like calm myself with my breathing, which like really is not working. They're like, all right, ready, let's do it. They open the door and it gets so loud when they open the door, and then I see like 2 groups in front of me jump out, and then the guy who's like taking me, he starts scooting forward like we're gonna jump out. We get to like the end of the bench where we're about to like move towards the door and then jump out, and then the pilot's like, hey, like it's raining on the ground, like we're gonna wait a second. So they close the door again, and I'm just sitting there in suspense. That made it like so much more scary because I just see these people like get sucked out, and my body has like its final reaction of like getting ready to like jump out of this plane, and then they're like, just kidding, let's wait like 5 to 10 more minutes. So like you can't really tell that in the footage, but like I was obviously like freaking out like inside, and then it was like almost my time, and like my body is just having this reaction, and then they're like, just kidding, which like made the suspense like that much worse. So I just wanted to tell you that because like, yeah, that just made my reaction like, ah! All right, here we go, back to it. Ever done. Okay, so like all morning I was nervous to do that, but just like the natural human fear of like knowing you're about to jump out of a plane, something that's just like super unnatural. but I was really excited too because I knew it would be beautiful and like I would get that adrenaline rush, you know. And I wasn't like actually really scared until we were all the way up there. Oh my god. And I was trying to think of like, what's the scariest thing I've ever done? Like, this can't be the scariest thing I've ever done. Getting sober was really scary. It was just something so new, so different. I don't know, but that doesn't feel like it. And I don't know, I couldn't think of it. I wanted to like be able to relate it to something that was scarier so I could just calm myself down and jump. The scariest part wasn't the jump. The scariest part wasn't falling. The scariest part wasn't getting close to the ground. The scariest part was thinking. Actually just being in my brain and thinking was the scariest part. The suspense, I think that's what's always like the scariest part. Like knowing that it's out of my control. I feel like every time I do something scary, every time I have a conversation with someone I'm afraid to have, every time I just decide to like actually make that jump, the scariest part is just the thought of it. Like, we've evolved to have fear, right? You see something running after you, you should feel scared and run, you know? It's like a response that makes sense. Like, you should be scared of heights because you could fall and die, you know? It motivates us to keep living, but at the same time, like, it is so out of control sometimes. It's been so out of control in my life, and oh man, I don't know, that was amazing. It was like a metaphor. Like, I'm just going to jump into this. I'm just gonna have full faith in this beautiful life. Okay, so this is gonna be kind of like an awkward ending to this video because I didn't really film the end. My plan originally was to go to the beach party and film that and just show like a super awesome epic day being completely sober. I didn't end up filming the beach party. I just wanted to be really present, but I'm excited to continue like sharing this with you. I've wanted to work on this project for so long and I finally found the courage to do it. So I hope you really enjoyed this video. I plan to film more epic adventures, but I also plan to film just kind of some like day-to-day, more mundane, boring struggles of life, because when I was first looking for this, I really wanted to know like how people lived day-to-day sober. Like, was it cool? Was it not cool? What did you do? What did you struggle with? Like, was it possible for me? So I just really want to share my story with you. The next epic adventure I have planned so far right now is I will be going to the Big Island before I leave Hawaii to go back to the mainland. I'm going to the Big Island by myself. I've always wanted to travel by myself, so this feels like me just like dipping my toes in the water, and I'm really excited to do that and share that with you, so watch out for that. And comment below if there's anything you want to see, if there's any questions you have about being sober, what it's like, what it's not like. Yeah, I hope you enjoyed this. Thank you for watching. Love you always.